Shabbat Shalom, what it is, what it do, baby boo. It's Brandon Mullins. What's
and
up, my
what
guy?
it will be. What is good? How are you doing today, my brother?
I can't be in a bad mood. We got pool going on today,
Yes,
man.
we do. And welcome, Pool Series family. To the players here, to the people watching, to all the snide comments that we really do look forward to. Bring them on.
Can't wait to get them.
Let's
Okay,
get this going, Pat.
Brandon, we have a full field today.
Yes.
Okay. We're excited. We're going to start trying to do these pre-shows, kind of give some predictions, the layout of the format, the sets, and everything like that. So just starting off today, we are at the Smokin Cue. We have a 9-ball open tournament going on, full field of 32 players. We are doing a race to 3, best of 3 sets. Race to 3, best of 3 sets. No 3-foul rule. Jump cues allowed. 9 does not count on the break.
Correct.
Do you have to call the 9?
Yes.
You okay?
Yes,
So we
no out of turn 9.
no out of turn 9. Okay, so got to call the 9, but everything else is good.
Alternate break.
Alternating break. Thank you.
And at the beginning of the third set, if there is a third set, they flip or lag for the break.
There we go. There we go. Perfect. So we have our predictions. Do we just want to jump right into this?
Do you just want to dive head first and just get this going? No unpleasantries or anything? Here comes our
over here?
guy. Here comes our guy. Good morning, buddy.
What's up, man?
All right.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just we'll read off the player list first. Okay. Barring that everyone shows up, we have Justin Clark, Clay Davis, Pat Dixon, Rico Gonzalez, Brandon Mullis, John Horton, Javier Olu, James Jenkins, Chris Brower, Red Alvarenga, Todd Milam, Brian Kurzel, Brian Kurzel,
Yes.
Brian Francis, William Wood, Wally Coble, John Patera, Carlos White, Ricky Carcamo, Jeremy Pereira, Hank Powell, Saul LeBlanc, Monik Suri, Larry Hughes, a.k.a.
Damn.
Runal, the Botman, Ryan Daughtry, Craig Teitelbaum, Liam Wynn, Clint Clark, Chris Clark, Barry McDonald, Jacob Blake, and Myron Suriman.
What a great
Suriman.
field. What a great field. What
Really
a
deep
consistent field. Yes.
Okay, so just hearing that player list, first thoughts on that player list. How are you feeling about the field from top to bottom? What do you see?
I love the fact that you don't have, listen, there's definitely players that are going to stand out more so than others. That's going to be at every one of our events. Okay, you're always going to have that class 5 to 10 players that, they're well known. We all know what they can do. We all know what they bring, and they're consistent. That's why we rank them the way we rank them. But there's, what's he showing?
Oh, sorry, I just wanted people to see that they can buy this hat.
Oh,
that's all.
Buy the hat.
That's
Everybody,
all.
buy
Keep
the hat
going.
now. Okay.
Put a
Amazon? No, not on
I
Amazon.
have a Shopify store. If you want to buy this hat, just reach out to me. Okay,
You know
go ahead,
what?
sorry.
I'm gonna be your customer.
Hey,
Let's get this ball
we
rolling.
got one sale.
So, however, with every event, you always have those surprise guys, the ones that are extra motivated, they're playing great, they're in tune, and daggone it, they just want to win. And they're always going to sneak through, and that's what makes this event so great. Listen, we've had some great upsets in this field over the past nearly 2 years of doing, or a year and a half of doing this event, doing these events. We've seen what kind of craziness we've seen, including you.
I had my one moment. I had my one moment in the sun against
More
Eddie Little.
coming.
Yeah,
More coming.
and I can't wait. But I would say, upset. His nickname should be Upset Alert.
Yep,
It's
upset little.
Alan Prophet.
Yes.
Alan Prophet is the giant killer.
Yes, he is.
I don't see him on the list, which is
Not-
that just means I have to take up the mantle.
Makes
I
me
gotta
so-
I gotta knock some giants.
It's
out.
your day.
I gotta knock some giants out.
It is your day.
I love it.
So I'd like to throw out, though, I think we have 1 or 2 new sponsors. I know we have at least one. Classic Home Billiards.
Yeah, Classic Home Billiards has jumped on board. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Bruce
sponsoring.
and Tina, so much. By the way, quick plug, then we'll get into our predictions. They have brand new diamond tables, 9 foot and 7 foot, readily available with the best install crew in Charlotte. Anybody interested in that, contact Classic Home Billiards. I'm telling you, that's where I got my table from, among many other people around the area. Nothing but great things to say.
I've actually over the past month or so have been this close to risking my marriage in order to transform my 2-car garage into a pool room. I'm this close.
Ooh, that is a tough one for me to decide.
You know what I mean? Because I gotta have my garage. Changing oil, working on stuff. It's got my
No,
but
it's really overrated, but that's
pool.
okay.
It's the only place I can get one. But
Yeah, I know.
shout out to Classic Home Billiards. Maybe
Thank
I'll be
you,
reaching
guys.
out to you soon if things start going crazy in my relationship and I don't start turning.
Risk it all for a diamond table. Let's go.
All
All
right.
right.
So predictions.
Let's do this.
We have our predictions. Let's start off with ownership over here, Justin Clark. Let's
This
start off
guy.
with the big dogs predictions.
right.
So, out of the entire player list, he has
You want to go from bottom to top?
is his bottom to top?
Yes, that's
His is
his
bottom
first.
to top. Okay, we'll go bottom to top. So,
Kind of shocking. That's what makes it great.
so Justin Clark predicts that 8th place he's got Runal the Botman bot. He doesn't think that he's gonna.
I've seen
back up
crazier
there.
things happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's never a guarantee. So, this is a tough field. Like I said, it's a very consistent field. So, I mean, we can see silly things happen today.
In my my humble opinion, I'm Ho. I think the field last time might have been slightly stronger than the field that we have today, considering that we had folks like BJ Ussery
Mike
in the
Davis.
building. Mike Davis was in the building, right?
Undefeated Mike Davis.
Undefeated Mike Davis was in the building. And then, so maybe Runal had a little bit of extra motivation to prove something
Sure.
that day versus today. So maybe that's the reason why he has him down here towards the bottom.
Possible.
And we all know that pool's a hard thing to be like, unless you're super high level, to be able to get up in those finals each and every time that you come out to these events,
I think pool's the most inconsistent sport among players that there is, period.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah, that's a good
So-
point. So 7th, Liam Wynn. He's got Liam Wynn coming in at 7th. I don't hate that. He's got Jacob Blake at 6th.
Good
He put
pick.
himself at 5th, and that's pretty on par for
I
Justin. Justin,
agree.
he gets into the money pretty consistently, and he's usually right there in the middle of the field. He's got Monic coming in at 4th.
Strong.
That's strong.
Wouldn't shock me in the least.
Right. He's got Clay at 3rd,
Hmm.
Clint 2nd, and he's got Hank Powell winning it all.
I like his list.
That's not a bad list.
No, it isn't. And it's a very possible list. I mean, not without mentioning them out loud, there are one or two things I'm not quite sure on. However,
No, let's hear. I want to hear it. What do you?
Renal
This
at
is the
8th.
show.
Renal at 8th.
Renal at 8th?
I do have to throw
have
that
him
one
way
out.
higher.
I do too.
If
Maybe not way higher, but I do have them higher than that. But we've also seen the mighty fall a number of
It's
times
true,
in this tourney. I'm
We've
not
seen
going to
some
mention their
first-round
name. Yes, we
knockouts.
have.
right?
Yes, we have.
Okay, they're going home while the sun's still out, kind of deal.
Yeah.
Early in the day. So
I saw one of the most consistent players in this tourney. And he'll admit it. He's an honest guy. Jeff Pate
yeah.
win one really hard fought round and then lose twice right after that in the
Right.
last event. So you don't know.
Anything
You
can
don't know.
happen.
Yes.
Anything can happen. Shay has her money on Monic. I love that.
Shay, that's a good call. I was watching him yesterday. He is tough as he can be.
Money well spent, in my opinion. But yeah, I would say that if Ronald's going to get into the money, I have him going a lot higher as well. But to your point, one of the most inconsistent sports.
For
Anything
sure.
can happen.
Yeah.
It can be anybody's day and not your day all at the same time.
100%.
Right? Now, I do find it interesting that he's got Hank Powell winning it all. Not that he's not capable of it, because that ain't what I'm saying, right? But I thought maybe he might go with Clay, quite honestly. Considering how many times Clay has won, they're boys. Clay always plays pretty strong. But I wonder what his thought process on putting Hank up there at number 1.
I'm going to tell you mine on that. And, I mean, that's why I'm kind of, believe it or not, when we get into my list, it's actually not that far apart
Yeah.
on there. But when you have the same guy that wins a lot, or with the exception of the last one because he was in Vegas, he had won the last 2 before that, you develop a target on your back. People get a little more motivated to beat you, especially people like Hank who know they can.
Right.
People like, Clint who can as well.
Right.
So I don't think and that might be his thought process. It's definitely mine.
Okay. Now, so that's a good segue. Let's jump into Brandon Mullis's
Mine,
predictions.
All right.
Okay. What you
We're
got?
going to go 7-8 and 7-8. 7-8 since they're basically the same. We're going to go Liam Wynn, Mr. Consistent. Glad he's here.
Okay.
Love Liam. Super nice guy. He's a great player. And I feel like he's going to show it today. The other 7th, 8th, we have Larry Hughes, a.k.a. Damn Dan.
Yeah.
Fastest player in the room. Fun
Fastest player in North Carolina.
fun to watch. When he is on, he is fun to watch.
Yeah, for
'cause,
sure.
The rack might take 38 seconds
Right.
from the one ball.
Right.
So, and he's really good. So, wouldn't shock me there.
I like that.
All right. 5'6" and 5'6", we have Justin Clark. Yeah, that's not a shocker there. I was playing with a guy yesterday. I think he missed 3 balls total. That was just an epic beatdown. I did get a set off of him.
Nice. So now I'm looking at your list here. You've got your 5s and 6s match up pretty much with Justin there.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Absolutely.
who else you got tying up there with Justin?
Monic.
Okay.
Monic just okay. Here's what I love about Monic's game. The guy doesn't get rattled, and he is probably the most patient player in this room. He's very methodical. He's not going to try to play hero pool too often, unless he has a big lead and he knows he's got a big gap in the talent. But even then, he's just going to play smart, intelligent pool, and that's why I feel like he's going to go far.
He's usually going to choose the right shot over anything.
Oh, and he's really, really good. Okay, so
there he is. Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Killer just walked in the
Better call
room.
Saul. All right, so, and that's why Monic and my 4th place finisher actually play a very similar game. I have Renal in 4th.
Okay.
Okay. And the reason I have Renal in 4th is just because it's hard to repeat.
It's hard to repeat.
It's hard. It's real. I mean, Clay did it. He ended the year and began the year. He ended last year and began this year with 2 wins. But, it's still difficult to repeat. But it also wouldn't surprise me if Renal came out on top today. He's just that good of a player.
Right. It just depends on, to your point, what Renal are we going to get today?
Absolutely.
And then how is the rest of the field feeling? What table are we playing on? It's a lot.
100%. So my 3rd place, our boy, our pool series member, Clay Davis.
Chacho.
Mr. Consistent. I still think he's the best player in the tournament.
I would
Overall,
agree.
I do think he's the best player, but the best player doesn't always win.
It's true.
I mean, that's just how pool works. You watch the Pro Tour, you see Filler, highest Fargo in the world. He wins a lot of events, but he doesn't win every event.
Exactly.
So, I mean, that's just how this game works.
Absolutely.
2nd place, Hank Powell.
Big Hank.
All right, he is probably one of my favorite guys to watch in this because I learn something every time I watch the guy play.
Yeah.
And, and the thing I love the most about him is he says he's nervous every time he shoots. Well, you know what? You're also the best actor in this room because you look cool as a cucumber ready to go.
Every time.
And number 1, seen him too many times. I know how good he can play, Mr. Clint Clark.
Clint Clark.
Getting to one of our events finally, and I think the streaming people are going to see how good this guy can play. Good afternoon.
We got another Clark in the building over here.
Man,
Hey,
we got
Super
Clarks
Clark.
everywhere.
Not related to Caitlin.
Give us your prediction. Give me your top 3 players right now. Who's going to win?
Top 3.
You got talking to the mic.
Me.
Good call, love it.
No, just kidding.
Brandon Mullis, Pat Dixon.
Let's see. Is Renal in it?
He's
Yes.
in it.
Renal.
Okay.
Okay. Who else? Let me see.
What about Pope? What about Pope Francis? Brian Francis.
Chris Clark, number 1. Renal Bot, number 2.
There you go. And we'll go with. God, I don't know half these people.
I'll help you out.
Who is it?
Pat Dixon at number 3.
I like it. Get it.
I'll help you out with
I
it.
like that. I agree.
I like how you skip
Absolutely.
right over. It's cool.
Liam.
Liam?
I
Okay.
like
He's
that,
got
actually.
Liam. That's not a bad list. Okay.
All right, so Clint Clark taking the money, taking the trophy, and he's another quick player.
Is
He's
he?
not. Yes, he is. He's not as fast as Larry. He's not. I don't think anybody plays as fast as Larry, at least in the area. But no, Clint definitely is not one that's going to sit here and pre-stroke 5, 6, 7, 8 times.
Yeah.
He's going to get down. He's going to aim. He's going to fire and get about 95% chance the ball's going in.
I hope we get a chance to see him on the TV table today.
Oh,
'Cause
I
don't
think
know,
you
I don't know
will.
that I've ever had a chance to really
Oh, he's tough.
watch his game.
Yeah, he's tough, man.
Yeah.
he's like I said, who knows? My whole top 8 might get blown up by
Right.
guys like me, guys like Pat, guys like Chris Clark. People who walk in. So you don't know, but that is Brandon Mullis's prediction.
Love it.
Now it's time for yours.
Okay. So first of all, Shay, log off. All right.
Oh no, what's she saying?
The delusion.
Oh no.
Have we met? We have. Okay. And I remember it was a $200 meeting. All right. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I
need to
love
be
you so
nice.
much. I love you so
Okay.
much. What'd you say?
I said you need to be nice.
Yeah.
We love Shay.
I love Shay so much. My list. So at the bottom, 7th, 8th, I've got Brandon Mullis getting into the money.
I'm
I've
due.
got Larry Hughes. You're due. Long, long overdue. I got Brandon Mullis. I got Dam Dam right there at number 7. I like Dam Dam getting into the money because, one, he's good.
Yeah.
He's a very, very good player, but I think sometimes that speed hurts him. Sometimes it goes beyond that limit of what's the right fast pace that he needs to be playing at. And that crossing that line is like, here's the mistakes. Overrunning a ball, overshooting a little bit. Excuse me. Maybe not taking that second look at a difficult shot or that easy shot, right? So I have him at 7th and 8th, much like how you did as well. 6th place, I've got Chris Brower.
I like it.
He is the best. If he's a 6, dude is the best 6 in Charlotte. I'll tell you that right now.
Who's the 6?
Chris Brower. Chris
No,
Brower
he's not
comes in
6.
ranked as a 6 on those Saturday tournaments over at Rackham. Yeah.
Then he's stealing because
Yeah.
Chris's Fargo is almost 600 and he's an 8 in league, so we'll go with it.
So come on. But he's been winning a lot of tournaments of the past few months.
No,
right?
yeah, great result.
Yeah,
Uh-oh, here we go.
I'll take the Clarks versus the field.
You'll take Clark's versus the field.
How much?
Yeah.
I'm in.
I'll take that.
Well, that's not
I'll take
fair
that up.
because
What's up, brother?
I got him winning the whole
Always.
thing.
We've got Captain Clark coming by to say hello, the Clint man himself.
Love it.
But yeah, so I've got Chris Brower in 6. I think he gets into the money today. He's always a pretty consistent player. Very, very good. He moves around the table very. In this field, I would probably put him in like the top 5 of cue ball control.
Yeah.
Maybe not overall Fargo skill, all that, but cue ball control, moving whitey, he is top 5 in this.
He's a confident player. I've been playing with Chris for years, numerous times. And when he's feeling good, he's ready to go. He's tough action. So I'm not shocked to see that. And it would not surprise me if he got where you said. So.
Absolutely. Now, coming in right above him, I have Justin Clark at 5. Usually he's pretty consistent about getting into the money, and he's like right there in the middle of the field. So I feel like he's gonna, and he's feeling good today.
Sure.
He doesn't seem stressed out. He seems very relaxed. It usually means he's gonna play well.
You beat the brakes off me yesterday, so I don't hate your pick.
Right. So there's that. I've got Hank Powell at 4.
Okay.
I think Hank Powell has a great day.
Yes.
I don't see him getting into the top 2 today, or being in the front, because I know that Justin has Hank winning. You have Hank in 2nd, and I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily disagree, but I just think that with the other players that are here, and it's more of just a feeling than anything. I think he gets to 4. Number 3, I've got the Bot Man. I've got Runal Bot coming in, playing strong, carrying everything over. He generally does well on these diamond tables, right? When you compare shooting at a place like Rackham on the Brunswicks with the much larger pockets and much more accepting pockets.
They're shallower. That's the difference.
Compared to these diamond tables, I feel like his play style and his skill level, he's a worse matchup for others on these.
Yes.
Versus the tables
This is
at
his
Rackham.
spot.
This is his place, right?
100%.
So I have him up there at the top 3. Number 2, I have myself. Getting into the now.
I hope it happens. I mean, I really do mean that. I hope it
I
happens.
appreciate that. Shay, before I hear, Shay's thumbs are on fire typing in the comments right now. She can't hit send
Shay,
fast enough.
30. We have a
Okay.
30-second silent treatment on you. Just let the man have his moment. After 30 seconds, fire away.
And I'll
Starting now.
I'll give you my reason why I put myself at number 2.
Okay.
I feel like my game has been progressing strongly lately. I feel like I've been putting a lot of work in, a lot of film study, quite honestly. Looking at professional players, local players, and everything like that. Comparing it to my own game, watching my own film, kind of seeing what's going wrong, and really working on more so the mental side of the game. Kind of staying in that subconscious mindset versus that conscious pool player.
Who is your favorite pro and your favorite local to watch? All kidding aside. I'll tell you mine. It's easy for me.
Go ahead.
All right, my favorite local to watch is BJ Usry.
Okay.
It is Rico Gonzalez.
Rico Gonzalez.
I love the guy. It's BJ Usry
Okay.
as my favorite local to watch, and my favorite pro to watch is Orcola.
Arcolo, yeah, okay, nice. I remember we had a conversation about that before. He's the best ballparker that you've ever seen.
He's the baddest dude I've ever seen on the table. Now, I've never been to Derby, but watching him over at West End a few years ago before he got banned from the U.S. for a few years, it was unreal just to watch the spots he was given.
Yeah.
Incredible play. He showed me why I have a job
Right.
and why I'll never be on the road or on pro tour or anything because he's given. I'm not gonna mention the guy's name. He gave a 722 Fargo, the 5 and out,
What?
and torched him. I'll tell you the name off the air. And torched him
Oh my gosh.
playing 10 ball. And he didn't just torch him. I mean, he absolutely. I don't typically feel bad for pool players, but I felt bad for him this
Yeah.
time because you would never think that anybody on planet Earth would give this player the 5 and out playing 10 ball in a race to 11 and win 11-4.
What? That's
Yes.
insane. That's
Anyway,
insane.
we totally digress. Anyway,
No, that's-
who's your local? Who's your pro? And then we'll finish your list. I'm sorry.
No worries. My favorite local player to watch play. That's tough. I might have to think about that because
Okay.
I have more of like a top 3 than anything. But I would tell you that my number 1 pro that I like to watch play is going to be Josh Filler.
Love it. Yeah, why not? He's
Josh Filler.
the
Because
best, highest Fargo in the world.
highest Fargo in the world for sure, but it more than just him being the best player, it's the fact that he really lives center ball.
Yes.
He lives center ball, and that's where I try to mimic his game for mine is playing on that center line 90% of the time. Going left and right when the shot calls for it, but outside of that, I'm trying to stay on that center vertical line, right?
That's exactly what BJ taught me.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So
There you go.
Agreed.
And Shaw is creeping up.
Yeah.
Shaw's creeping up for me because of the personality. The way
Sure.
that he shows his passion for the game when he's winning and he's excited and the boisterousness, that's how I feel all the time. But I have to tell myself, don't do it because that's not pool etiquette. You know what I
Right.
mean? I come from the football background where it's
Yeah.
loud. It's loud, celebrate. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
I
try
get it.
to-
Totally.
It's a different sport.
Yes.
Etiquette's different. Emotions, you have to really reel those in because I might have made a banging ass jump shot just now, but that next shot is just as crucial. And if my emotions are
Absolutely.
high, I could just absolutely smoke it.
100%.
I could smoke a few 8 balls,
Sure.
right, at Irish Cue after making an incredible run. But I digress. Rounding out my list before I get to my favorite player, I've got Clay Davis winning it all. I've got Clay Davis getting back up there
It's a great
into
pick.
the finals and winning everything. Me and John Gainey, we agree. Our money is both on Clay. Mark, what up, baby?
Mark who?
Mark Williams.
Hey.
How you doing, big guy?
What's up, Mark?
Appreciate
Long
everybody
time,
stopping
bud.
in and watching, man.
Yes, please. Everybody come on in.
Can I give you a top 3 of my favorite players to watch?
Yes.
Local?
Yes.
Top 3 favorite players to watch local, I would have to say Eddie Little.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, is Eddie Little my
And,
favorite?
I'll give you another one that I love
Hank?
to watch after. Hank, okay.
Who's your third? Who's your
Who's my
other?
second?
Your second?
When he's on
Yeah.
and just not missing, believe it or not, it's Josh Heater.
Josh Heater. Okay.
Yeah, it's Josh Heater.
Okay.
I have watched that guy just absolutely just torch me and many other players. And when he's on, he is just a freight train.
I like that. I like
So,
that
yeah.
pick. But yeah, I'll say that. And you know what? Rounding it out, I'll probably say Clay.
Yeah.
Just some of the things that I see Clay do. It's like his jump shots in particular. Dude one strokes it.
That's a
One
talent.
bop and
You can't teach that.
across the tape, bro. So I'll probably give you those. Mark Allison, what's up? Yeah, thank you, Christina. We are at the Smokin Cue up here on the north side of Charlotte, right off of 485. Feel free to come down, check us out locally.
Thanks for tuning in, people.
Absolutely.
Means a lot, actually.
Great drinks, great food, great pool tables. Are we using every pool table in here? I don't think we're using these back 3, are we?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think
so.
those are for rent or
Yeah.
for action for anybody who gets knocked out early and wants to play some.
But if you can't come out, by all means, jump in live. We're gonna have some action for you all day today.
Please bring your comments and thoughts.
please.
It actually helps us do our jobs better.
Please, absolutely.
So please, yes.
So yeah, man, I think that rounds out our top 8. So I like the list.
Yes.
Some similarities that I see. I think we all have Hank Powell up there, at least 4th and up, right? So we all
Yeah.
agree that Hank Powell's going to have a big day.
4, 2, and 1, according to Justin.
4, 2,
So
and
I don't
1.
hate that.
Right. We all have Damn getting in there. I think. Well, Justin doesn't, but we all have Runal in there. That's what it is. We all have Runal
And Justin.
and Justin. We all have Runal and
And
Justin.
Clay.
Brother, look, I believe.
You know what? Why
Even
not me?
Brandon put-
I can do it.
Yeah, you can do it. He didn't
Listen,
even put
I've
himself
beat-
in his top 8. I believe
It's
in you.
weird. It's like, okay, So this is where I kind of contradict myself. I'm not a superstitious guy.
Okay.
I'm really not. But every time I put myself on a list, it pretty much guarantees I don't get on it.
Yeah.
It's like the okay. So let's just say that's
You-
like
you-
the
you-
only
you-
thing I'm superstitious about.
You commentate, curse yourself.
Yes. And like I said, for somebody who really thinks superstition's a hoax anyway,
Right.
that's probably the only thing I'll say I'm a little superstitious. I did have myself on the dark horse, though.
Oh, your dark horses. You got to talk about your dark horse. Okay,
Yes,
so
I'll be
outside of
quick
your
with
top
it.
8, you got
Yes.
Clint Clark, Hank Powell, Clay Davis, Runal, Monick, Justin Clark, Larry Hughes, Dam, and Liam Wynn. That's your top 8. Your dark horses to knock somebody out and get in there. Who you got?
Jacob Blake,
Okay.
Javier Olu, myself.
Love it. Love it. I think that's good. I don't disagree with any of those.
Listen, I've changed my diet. I'm working out 3 to 4 days a week. I feel better. I have more longevity, more endurance. I can do it.
Let me go do some push-ups right now.
Oh,
Let me go get some
drink
longevity
some
right
protein
now.
shakes while you're at it. Just kidding,
He
pal.
got me. That was a good one. So I like your dark.
Oh, I love
You
it.
see
Let's
that?
go. Flexo.
Give him the 8 on that. I'll take the 5 against all y'all.
Thanks for tuning in, pal.
I think my dark horses outside of my top 8, I'm gonna throw in John Horton
Good one.
is one dark horse.
I had to think about that one,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah. I haven't seen John. I know he played in our tournament.
He's over there.
Yeah. I know that he played in the last month's
Yeah.
tournament here, but I haven't seen him since then, or from then since the jukebox
Well,
tournament.
he went 2-0 in the last tourney, so don't be surprised if he makes a run.
Okay, so I'm gonna put him as a dark horse. I also have Rico
That's
as a dark
great
horse as well. The way that boy shoots when he's
Yeah.
on, look out. And
one.
then
We love having him as a teammate, so we know.
absolutely. And then my third dark horse, I am going to throw in Saul.
Hey,
I'm gonna throw Saul LeBlanc in there.
LeBlanc.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw Saul in there. But I love the list, man. I love the list. I love the predictions. I think they all make sense, and it's gonna be exciting if they don't come to fruition.
Yeah.
Like if we have like 6 dark horses.
I love. You know what? That's what I want. Okay, so there's a little bit of the March Madness effect that I want in these tourneys.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see the players that have not even cracked the top 13. Like, okay, here's a great example. Todd
Milam.
Milam last time. He had not even won a match. This guy had the worst run of luck in our tournaments until the last one. And then he drew Renal first round and lost. And then he got Pate in the loser's bracket. No, he got Paige in the loser's bracket. Then he beats Pate. Then he beats me. Then he beats Jacob Blake. And he gets in the money.
Come on.
So that's what I pull.
Right.
It really is. I mean, I pull for a lot of these guys because I know them. I love them. They're all great guys. But I want to see the chaos
Absolutely.
with me at the top.
Yeah. Right.
And you.
Right. Absolutely. And then to your point, the field this is probably the closest field that we've had so far in terms of the skill level. Like we're not too top heavy.
Yeah.
We don't have like a bunch of 350, 400 Fargo
Sure.
level players in the bottom. Like it's a lot closer than it's ever been. Yeah, that's rude. I wasn't reading that.
Wow.
I wasn't reading that, Justin.
Hey,
Great.
he's the CEO. What can we do?
So to your point, I think that the March Madness field it has a much better chance of happening today.
I think so. I
Yeah.
think so. I don't, like I said, you don't have a runaway player. Unlike last event where you had 2 full bona fide, they play pool for a job
BJ and
guys,
Mike.
BJ and Mike.
Yeah.
Which another thing I look forward to is the diversity of the Calcutta. When you have
Right.
2 monsters,
That we don't do,
they
by
get
the way.
all the money. They get all the money, okay, which we don't do.
Theoretically.
We give away door prizes. They get all the bids, and then you have nothing but junk bids the rest of the way.
$20.
Yes, that was the special last time.
Yeah.
And this one's going to be way more versatile. You're going to see a lot higher bids. I mean, I think it'll be better
And
for the door prizes.
right for the door prizes that we don't give away.
Is it that time?
It's that time. So we're coming up at the top of the hour, just a little bit past. Great pre-show.
Yes,
Great
brother.
pre-show, Brandon.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you. So they're getting started right now. They're going to get through the opening ceremonies, is what we'll call them. And then after the opening ceremonies have been concluded, we will be right back here on the pool series page, live at the Smokin Cue, bringing you some fantastic action here on table 1. So stay tuned. Go to the pool series Facebook page and make sure you have all of the notifications turned fully on. That way you see each and every time that a live TV match is coming up, okay?
Hey guys, keep those comments coming. Banter back and forth. If you disagree with somebody on there, I want to know about it.
We wanna know, baby.
We need the material.
Call us Joe,
Yes.
because we want to know. Okay,
Oh, geez.
that's an R&B. You know R&B, you know that joke. All right? Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in. We'll see you in just a little bit.
Thank you, Brian Henson.